Welcome to One Chemistry. Always try to do your best. Now, let us see about 100 concepts in organic chemistry. We are seeing it as episode. This is the episode number 34. If you didn't watch previous episodes, I encourage you to go and see. Here, we solve 5 problems step by step. Stay tuned. Let us see the first question. They are given the 3 amine. They are heterocyclic system with 5 member nitrogen, 5 member with 2 nitrogen, 5 member with 2 nitrogen with different position. Basically the pyrrole substitutions. Here they named as ABC. They are asking the order of basicity. You have nitrogen, so Lewis basicity is possible. They are asking how it is basic. So whether A is higher or B is higher or C is higher. So 4 possibilities. So from the question and possible choices, you might realize the question is really about heterocycles versus basicity. The answer is C. Let us see how. Here they given the 3 amine. Let us analyze the availability of lone pair there. The compound A is obvious because the lone pair involving in the delocalization for aromaticity. Aromaticity provide highest stability, so lone pair always in the delocalization, not available for donation. So it is the least basic one. So we can log the answer to the A, least basic. Then let us look at the C and B. Both are only differ in the nitrogen position. But the one nitrogen obviously involved in the aromaticity. The second nitrogen is the real question. In B, second nitrogen is there. It is attached with nitrogen, which is very electronegative, and one side it is attached with sp2 carbon. In C, it is attached with both sp2 carbon. So sp2 carbon is electronegative definitely, but when compared to nitrogen, it is less. So nitrogen pull the electron, don't allow the donation there. So C is more basic than B there. Another reason also you can say for B. Here hydrogen bonding is possible because of nearby hydrogen and its electronegative nature. So nitrogen bonding prevents the availability of lone pair. So B is the least basic when compared to C. So the answer will be, the most basic will be C, then B, then A. Here the concepts you have to learn here is the hybridization and the electronegativity. Nitrogen is more electronegative, so it don't allow the electron donation. Second thing is 1,2 nitrogen compound. This 1,2 amine always involved in the hydrogen bonding like DNA and RNA. Then let us see the next question. They given the compound with chiral center, which is due to the axial chirality. Here COH and H in the one plane and another COH H in the another plane. Both are perpendicular to each other, kind of orthogonal planes. They are asking the configuration of it. Here the compound is without chiral center, but it is chiral due to the axis there. So you have to find the configuration of it, whether it is R or S, or it has center of symmetry, or it has plane of symmetry. The question is the molecule has which one of it. So from the structure you might realize the question is really about allenes and its RS configuration. The answer is B. Let us see how. The molecule has R configuration. First you have to look at this compound. This compound is a little bit different one. It has planar one and a non-planar hydrogen and COH. For this kind of molecule, naming will be easy when you start from the planar side. Here COH, H and H and COH. So COH, H we given as planar side 1, which is 1 and 2. And the opposite side you have to give the next number 3 and 4. So you have to find whether it is clockwise or anti-clockwise. So if you look at it, it will be the clockwise direction. So clockwise means R there. Since hydrogen is on back side, the configuration will be really R. If hydrogen is on front side, it will be reverse one. It's like normal R and S configuration and CIP rules. Here the concepts you have to learn here is, even if the compound have axial chirality, you can assign R and S configuration. Here it is clockwise, we given R, hydrogen is backside, so the same R configuration. Then let us see the next question. They given the naphthol there. It is a beta naphthol. You are using concentrated sulfuric acid. They are asking where the reaction occurs. Whether the reaction occurs in the phenolic side or the benzene side. Phenolic side means the position is 1, 2, 3. Benzene side means it's 1 or 2. So the 4 possibilities. So from the reactant and possible 4 answers, you might realize the question is really about regioselective addition of SO3H. The answer is D. Let us see how. Here, starting metal you have naphthol 1. Ideally, the reaction can happen at any place, but only at alpha position it has advantage. Because B is already electron rich, it is plus M character due to its lone pair of electron. So the attack is possible on B side. Then where in the P position it will attack? In B ring, alpha position will be attacked because of its extra stability. Once the attack happens, the cation is formed. The cation will be further stabilized by lone pair of oxygen there. So oxygen can hold the charges and stabilize it. Then to the product we write it aromatization. The hydrogen elimination occur. You have the product D. So alpha substitution is possible here. Here the concepts you have to learn here is in the naphthalene system if you have any electron donating group or plus M group, always reaction occur at the alpha position. Then the second thing is always nucleophile attack the electron rich ring and it should be further stabilized by any effect. Here it is plus M effect. Then let us see the next question. Here they given the 6-member ring which contains 2 heterooxygen and you have alcohol and methyl above the plane. They are asking stable configuration. They write in the chair form. Here in structure both are in cis form but they given the multiple possibilities. Whether they are cis in axial-axial or axial-equatorial or trans in axial-axial or axial-equatorial. So there are the 4 possibilities. From the structure and possible 4 configuration, you might realize the question is about functional group versus its position and its stability. The answer is A. Let us see how. Here you have 4 structures. Let us analyze the stability. Normally the stability, the concept you have to learn here is hydrogen bonding is more stable than equatorial position. Equatorial is more stable than axial. So let us analyze the possibilities. Let us start from B. Because A is our answer, so we let us start from B. Here B and D you can easily eliminate because in B Me and OH are trans to each other. In D also Me and OH are trans to each other. So we need cis form, so it is not possible. So it is not our answer. Let us look at A and C. Here A and C both are cis to each other, but A we have extra stability by hydrogen bonding. In C you have methyl at axial, OH is equatorial. It is relatively stable but when compared to A little bit unstable. So the hydrogen bonding stabilizes the A form, it provides extra stability and it has equatorial methyl group. So the answer is clearly A. Here the concepts you have to learn here is the stability. The stability of hydrogen bonding more higher than equatorial than the axial. Then let us see the next question. They given cyclohexatriene and they are using light. The product is 6-member closed ring with conjugated diene. Here they are asking what is the HOMO. The 4 choices differ in the orbital position. Mostly they are differ in the nodes there. So the different orientation of orbital says that which one is more stable. Here they are asking what is the HOMO. They given the 4 orbital differ in the orientation which decides bonding and antibonding. They given the 4 different orientation. Here they are differ in the node, so you have to calculate node and find it. So from the reaction and possible 4 orbitals you might realize the question is really about excited state versus HOMO. The answer is D. Let us see how. Here we have cyclohexatriene. We have to calculate bonding and antibonding orbitals. So we start from the bonding. The bonding, the lower energy will be the lowest nodes one. So we have to draw different orientation with different nodes. The ground state will be 0 node and next one will be first and further will be 2, 3, 4, 5. So highest will be 5. Here the catch is HOMO means thermal one. In thermal condition HOMO is the molecular orbital with 2 nodes. But if you are using the light, the first excited state will be the HOMO there. So here it is the 3 nodes. So if you look at nicely it is the answer D there. Here multiple concepts you have to learn. What is node really means? Node means known density of electron. That's what you get in antibonding. Same orbital overlap mean you will get bond. Different color mean you will get antibonding. Then you are having 6 orbital participating. So you have 6 molecular orbital. The molecular orbital with less nodes have low energy, which is normally the ground state. But the important concept here is in light first excited orbital is HOMO there. That's all from this episode. I hope it was easy. Thanks for watching. If you have any suggestion, comment below. Stay tuned for next episode.